Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a man overboard situation. They did it on purpose, but they weren't doing it for the reason you think they might be doing it. They were doing it to get away. Wait till you hear this one. We also have celebrity who sent out a message to thousands of people on their cruise that their whole itinerary is being changed and the ship has to sail at a reduced speed and all this concern all the way to the end of next year. And it's completely false. Carnival Cruise Line is also bringing out a new ice cream. A new ice cream. I'm a big ice cream fan, and if anyone sails with me, you know that. Well, wait till you hear the flavor. Wait till you hear the flavor of this ice cream. One of the biggest crimes happening out there is people stealing other people's identity and using it to create loans, buy cars, actually take out mortgages and credit cards, and completely ruining people's lives and credit scores, etc. That's why we need all the protection from these hackers and people on the dark web that we can possibly get. Let me introduce you to NordProtect. Now, NordProtect will not only monitor things like the dark web for your address, your phone number, your social insurance number being used. It'll also monitor your credit score in case there's a loan application being taken out. It monitors all of those kind of things for you. It also does identity monitoring and will keep you informed if your name or your social insurance is out there for any reason, so you can put a stop to it as fast as possible. You don't want your identity stolen. I've actually heard stories of people who had criminal charges brought to them for fraud for loans that they never took out themselves, all from identity theft, and you don't want to be part of these people. Not only that, if you have your identity stolen and all of a sudden you find out, hey, somebody took out a car loan, I'm now stuck with a $60,000 car loan they think I took out. What do? How do you pay that? What's your resources? Well, NordProtect helps you in that case as well. They also have what's called identity restoration. You could receive up to $1 million if eligible for things like lost wages if your identity is stolen. They will also reimburse you and help you if you've had a scam, take out a loan in your name that you didn't do, or a credit card fraud. Examples like that. So not only is it monitoring for people trying to steal your information, they're also actively protecting you in case the worst does happen. That's why I do recommend NordProtect. If you'd like to check them out, you can do so risk-free with a money-back guarantee for 30 days. Simply use my code down below and get an exclusive 5% discount. They have 3 different plans. Something to fit everybody's budget. I highly recommend you protect yourself like I do. So our first story happens on the Rhapsody of the Seas. They are just, leaving the port. Apparently it's around 9:15 and suddenly there's a man overboard situation in Puerto Rico. It's kind of crazy because the man jumped overboard, was swimming in the water, and even before rescue boats could get there, a gentleman on a jet ski was out there, came close, and picked him up and rowed him to shore. Just to shore. He didn't get back on the ship. So, did he fall overboard? No, he didn't fall overboard. Allegedly, he jumped overboard to get away from paying the cruise ship. And I don't know how this happened. But he racked up over $16,000 in gambling debt on board. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure the cruise line's checking my credit card every time I hit like $1,000 on the ship worth of spending. I know they're checking it because my credit card amount that I can spend goes down, and there's no new bills on there, but they're calling it in and saying, hey, can this person afford another $1,000? Yes or no? Because they don't want to get into this situation where somebody owes $16,000 for gambling. But yeah, that's not the end of the story because they found him. And when they were questioning him, but first off, they said they found him with over $14,000 in cash. They also found him with 2 phones and 5 IDs. So when the police asked him what his name was, he said, well, if you people were better at your job, you'd know that already. Yeah, that's the sound of somebody who's cooked. When you're being questioned like that and you're snarky like that, you know you're about to be in trouble. So now they're thinking he was trying to, he says that he was trying to avoid paying the taxes. You cannot go into the United States with more than $10,000 cash. Otherwise, you have to pay tax on that money, or they might question why you have so much cash on you. And it wasn't like he won this cash on the cruise. He had it with him. So yeah, he owed $16,000. And if you had over $14,000, that means you almost had enough money on you in cash to pay your gambling debt. I don't know. It's just a weird story. Next, let's talk about Celebrity. And if you were going to be sailing on the Celebrity Beyond, you may have received this email, and the email stating that, yeah, due to mechanical issues, we've had to change the entire itinerary of your cruise. And then it lists all these ports that is changing, times and schedules and canceled port that you were supposed to be going to. And, that they regret that this is happening. Well, funny thing is, a lot of people noticed that, hey, the cruise wasn't even supposed to be going anywhere near these ports. Also, the website and the app didn't show any of these changes. And quickly, Celebrity had to come out and say, hey, no, this was sent out by mistake. It hasn't been changed. This isn't happening. We're sorry. So a lot of people were panicking. In fact, a lot of people were calling and canceling shore excursions that they had booked on their own. Others were calling their travel agents saying, I don't want to do this itinerary now, cancel my cruise. So it was a pretty big snafu for Celebrity Cruise Lines. I don't know what happened there. Is this from when the Celebrity Beyond had issues earlier this year, and this email just mistakenly got sent out to everybody? Possibly, but I mean, if you had a keen eye, and you looked really closely, you might have seen that, hey, I'm supposed to be sailing over here, and they're saying ports over here are canceled because the Beyond goes to more places than one destination all year round. So yeah, good news, it's not really canceled. Next, let's talk about Carnival Cruise Line bringing out and partnering with an ice cream. Now, if I was to say to you, what is your favorite ice cream? A lot of people would come out with Rocky Road, or some gold medal ribbon, or I like strawberry with berries, and like very unique ice creams. A lot of people are kind of like me. I like my butterscotch, I like chocolate, I like vanilla. Well, they're bringing out a flavor. Oh, the name of this flavor just makes your mouth water. I can taste it now. That's right. What is the favorite flavor of everybody going on a cruise? Sunscreen. Huh? They called it sunscreen. Now it looks, they're calling it French, but the flavor is sunscreen. French. Now, I'm assuming they mean French vanilla, but I can't be sure until I taste it. But what a name. I mean, nothing in that name makes you go, I don't know how many people have been applying sunscreen to themselves, accidentally got themselves in the mouth and go, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't know. But hopefully it tastes really good and it's a new ice cream that we can all have on board. I'm hoping it's more than just French vanilla, but I'm also hoping it's not sunscreen. Well, Let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to try it on your next Carnival cruise line? I'm on in November, so maybe I'll give this new sunscreen flavor a try. It should be interesting. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.